place where you live, wonder why you haven't before. If you are confused, check with the sun. Carry a
REM, I love
R.E.M.
all
is a
the
great song.
songs playing homage to our guest,
That's right.
our segment. Welcome back, everyone. By the way, we are not in a lineup. We're just standing
Just
here.
standing.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah. So listen, between Zoom, phones, laptop, years of screen time, none of this has done your posture any favor. So, all right, straighten up, shoulders
you said
back.
that, I was slumping.
Wow. We're talking about ways to correct our posture.
All right. Well, joining us live in the studio is Dr. Karina Wu, a physical therapist and owner of Active Care Physical Therapy in New York. Dr. Wu, good morning. Thanks for taking time to straighten us out a little bit, as we like to say.
Exactly.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
You have fantastic posture.
Of
I
course.
just would like to say, were you a dancer ever?
No, but I am a Pilates-based rehabilitation therapist.
Well, excuse me, you should just put me in my place.
I might add amazing hair, but that's another
She's got
segment.
great hair. You do not need the gloss that I need. But I'm curious because I think so many of us spend so much time looking down, be it a phone, I found myself on the train. I was reading a magazine. I remembered you were coming on the show, and I immediately went like this because I thought, oh my, what is all that time in this position physically doing to us?
So when your head sits forward of your body, for every inch forward it sits, you are increasing the load in your cervical spine by 10 pounds.
Wow.
When the head goes forward, the shoulders follow, everything collapses down. So you're going to develop neck pain, shoulder pain, back pain, and then you can also compress everything in the front, and all of your organs are in your torso.
So it's not just the back, Samino.
See that?
It's the kidneys and the liver.
Everything's going with
Where
this.
is the cervical spine?
The neck. That is the neck.
So
I'm
this
concerned
business.
because she said 10 pounds. I have a big head. I probably have a 15-pound head it's even worse pressure.
Oh my gosh.
Got me concerned. But besides that, what other things can cause bad posture besides just looking at the devices and,
So, digitally connected, right? So our hand sits below our shoulder. So anything in our hands, that would be that magazine or book, you're looking down at it, okay? So that is one of the reasons why we're just connected, whether it's digitally or old school on paper. Working from home, you know that if your desk setup is not ergonomically correct, that's going to be a problem. And then if you're in that L shape, that seated position where you've got your laptop on your lap, you're on the couch or you're on the bed, it's a soft surface and it's going to round out your spine as you're sitting there typing.
What about just personality? Meaning that, some people,
True.
they
Yeah,
tend
some
to
people
walk in a
just
room
like-
this way. I mean, I don't walk in this way into a room. So my natural posture is a little curled in and reserved. That can't be good.
Funny you say that because I had a 20-year-old patient, one of my patients yesterday, and he's got bad proprioception. Proprioception is body awareness in space. So he just lacks attention to his posture, and he's got neck pain, chest pain, he has asthma. So he actually had shortness of breath as a condition for why he's seeking physical therapy. So your inawareness or your lack of attention to your posture is another reason. And then fatigue is another reason.
There are a lot of reasons why our bodies are breaking down. Can you fix us? We're standing.
standing.
We are
Let's-
doing
let's try
exercises.
something.
What can we do?
So if we were at the desk and if you had a standing desk, what you want to do is you want to move because it's not great to be stagnant all the time. So one of the stretches I like to do is to open up the front side because poor posture is going to tighten up and shorten everything in the front, overstretch and weaken everything in the back. So I like this one because it's a compound movement where you're using your whole body.
So you have one foot in front of the other.
I have one foot in front of and the other because it's a dynamic stretch. So I could break it down into just hip motion, bringing the hips forward and stretching open, right? And then when I'm bringing my arms up and overhead with my core engaged, so I'm not about how much range I'm going back. I'm going up and back. I've got my core engaged, and then I'm slightly backward bending, and I'm getting an eccentric load of my abdominal muscles and reversing the curvature because we are all going to be down and forward like
feel
this.
that in my
Even
cervical
standing.
spine.
Sometimes even standing, you might just get a little fatigued and come down and forward. So this dynamic overhead stretch.
And this leg, having the legs not next to each other, that's better for
a little
for your
bit
hips,
wider of a
little
stance,
wider.
correct.
And
so you
switch
don't lose your
legs?
balance. And switch legs, right? Because you're getting that hip opening in the front.
This is the labrum that decided didn't want to
Your
work
hip
for me
labrum.
anymore.
Yep, that's on the inside.
You've got a labrum problem
I have a labrum problem.
at your age.
At 48, listen, she served me well for lots of
You're
sports.
right, running.
We got to get going.
Yes.
Standing hip extension?
Standing hip extension. So if we had the bands, this is great because you're going to work that standing leg. You're going to stand in balance on it. Knee is slightly soft. Core is engaged. You've got good upright posture. That means you are recruiting those paraspinal muscles, which are important for your posture. And then you are going to bring the leg straight back. So really squeeze those glutes.
I am squeezing as
Nice
hard as I
backwards.
can, and it's
Glute
still
squeeze.
jiggling.
And then it's a balance exercise.
What
So
am I
you're
doing with my
working
hands?
core. You can hold them out here. You can actually bring them up and over. That gets your scapular muscles moving.
Look at you,
So-
Samino.
Oh,
ready.
Excellent. And you don't want to do this.
I
Oh,
torqued.
sorry.
All right, I'm
that's
gonna-
all right.
Well,
before-
you want, he
twisted.
wants
Before
to be
he hurts himself.
upright.
Thank you.
Let's go to the seated one.
Oh, yeah, please, the seated one.
Oh, phew.
The seated
Quick
one.
question. People have said, like, when you're walking, feel like there's a string pulling at the top of your head?
I use tons of food analogies and animal analogies. You're either a giraffe or, for the ladies, a ballerina. So you want
I
to
always
think
think
long
it's a
neck
ballerina.
or a puppet, right?
Right.
A
That's
marionette,
what I
which is
figured.
the
Right.
string pulling up. So you want to feel like the crown of your head is reaching up, your chin
your
is
head.
dropping down, and then you're unloading your spinal column. So
what
you're
do we
creating
do
that
for,
space in
What
there.
do we do for our sitting upper back?
Sitting upper back. So this stretch is great. So you're going to sit with feet hip width apart. This is a modification in addition to a slouch overcorrect exercise or an arch and curl. Okay, so this is your curl.
Oh, that's
and
so
this
cool.
is
I could
your
try that.
arch.
Something just cracked.
Something that's cracked. So this is the position we end up in with poor posture, but we're going to actively pull back so belly
Yeah,
button comes
yeah,
into the
yeah.
spine, okay? And then you're going to arch forward. Then you're going to bring your hands out in front.
Oh, this is
now
so
we're going to add the
good.
chest stretch and the nerve blood. So hands together. Then as you start to arch, or sorry, you're going to curl here first,
Yeah.
and then bring the palms apart, and then arch back. And really pull the arms back, so you're getting a big
Oh,
chest stretch.
my
Pull those
Lanta.
fingertips backwards, and then you get the nerve involved.
It's
Then
like you know
bend
what you are talking about. We could do this
Bend
all day. Could you
forward.
stay while we're in the
Bend
commercial?
forward and curl back. So
Oh,
you're getting
this is so
spinal
good.
mobility. So again, bring them back. So fingertips go back
Out.
first. Elbows are straight. Nice big chest stretch. Big opening. Arch the back. And then bend at the wrist. Fingertips come forward and then curl
Clearly,
back.
we need to go see you in the office.
Yeah.
Dr. Karina Wu, thank you so much. I could literally do this all day.
Nice.
Yes.
and
Now I know why cats do what they do with their spines.
Cat cow.
This is
Cat
pretty
cow.
smart.
Cat
There you
cow.
go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.